Welcome to 5 Questions About the Album. I'm here with my brother's piano and fake gun rack. Let's get straight into it. I said straight into it. What is 5 Questions About the Album? Yes, I did just make this up and wanted to post this. So, anyways, 5 Questions About the Album is where I ask the classic when, where, right, how, why, and what, in that order, about the album, finding its definition. I've given y'all the time to, listen to it yourself, make your own opinions about it, and this is my interpretation of my album. So, take it or leave it, watch the whole thing or not. I'm just going to do this. The reason I want to do this is so that y'all can understand this album more, so that y'all can, connect to it and see the inside of the album. So, let's go on with the questions. And I have my iPhone because I'm going to forget everything if I don't have it. So, when? And under that when is going to be a series of questions. When did it all start? It all started about the time when I was 14, 15. I've been taking some piano lessons, and I just realized what chords were, so that's cool. And I just got my ukulele. And I just started writing songs. If I Was Yours is the third song I ever wrote. It is the third song I ever wrote. And I remember going to a bonfire party, whatever it was, and just playing it in front of people one time. And they were like, whoa, what is that song? It's Bob. You wrote that? And so I just got a lot of people congratulating me for writing this song, and a lot of people loving it. And I was like, okay, so maybe I could do this for a living? I don't think so. But I had that hope, so I just started encouraging myself to write more. And I just wrote and wrote and wrote. I had 30 songs that I started to realize these need to be recorded. So when I was about 16 or 17, I started looking into, studio equipment. Welcome to my Chibo Depot home studio, by the way. And just started recording from there using GarageBand. And that takes us directly into where. Where did I record these songs? Right here. I recorded them on this piano and on this Mac using GarageBand. Wouldn't recommend GarageBand, by the way. Also, where did all of this come from? Where did the inspiration and the lyrics come from? And to answer that, I would have to give a lot of credit to God, because I amaze myself with the lyrics I write. I just enjoy the process, basically. I just sit back and let the gift of God show me what He wants me to write in a song. And yes, I do go on feelings when I write a song as well. I like to tell people that I'm a lyricist, not a musician. I love the lyrics of every song that I listen to, and I haven't met many people like that love the lyrics more than the music of a song. I am all for the lyrics. If the lyrics aren't good and the song and the music's bopping, I'm not going to care for it that much. But if the lyrics are good and the music's okay, I'm in. Doesn't matter. How did you write these songs? I've got a lot of people who's asking that. And my main way of writing songs is stumbling upon them, really. I like to just randomly sing random tunes with random words that kind of like imitate what I'm feeling. And sometimes I'm just yodeling something that's just totally random and it just clicks. I'm like, whoa, that sounds really good. And we could expound that phrase and make a whole song on that. And it would be awesome. And that's where I start. I just run to the piano, figure out the chords, and then just go from there. Just build a whole gigantic song. And I cannot stop. I usually can't stop thinking about the song until I finish it. I have to finish putting that emotion that I'm trying to write about into a bottle and cap it up. Why? We're moving on to why. Why did you write these songs? For a number of reasons. There's a number of reasons why I became a singer-songwriter. One was I was just sick and tired of the pop. The music was, in my opinion, trash. And the words were worse. And I was like, okay, I can do better than this. Just let me write my own songs and publish them, and I'm gonna do better than this. I don't really know if I still think that exactly. I know there's so many more better musicians than I am. And I don't necessarily think that I have something to give other than some good words. And that's really all that matters to me. And I don't really... Other artists are trying to make it. I'm just recording these songs to have fun, but also spread some thoughts that need to be heard, I think. Because songs are a back door into the brain. That's what I feel like. And so some people need to... I think I have some good words to say and some good thoughts to get across to people. And I'm good at writing songs. So that's why I write these songs. Let me see. Why did I write these songs that are in the album? Because I was feeling them. This is... Most of my songs I write in I Don't Know Who are just direct correlation to my life. But that I think that you can relate to and grow from. These songs are songs written about my mistakes. And the things that I've learned from these mistakes that I hope that you can resonate with and also learn from. You know? There's a reason why I put the songs in the order that I did. Not only chronological, but it just shows the transformation that I had of learning about love, finding its definition, which we'll go into that. The next question is what, and we're just going to talk about the album. What is the album? The album, finding its definition. The songs in the album are Stuck in My Head, If I Was Yours, Honest, To the Ones Who Loved Us the Most, and Heart in the Dark, Take It Slow, Sinking, and last, Shutting Down. Stuck in My Head and If I Was Yours are just basically your first reactions to love. When you start to get those butterflies for the first time, it's like, what is this? And then you can't get it out of your head, and then you start daydreaming about her or him. And you can't get them out of your head. So you think, this is love. This is exactly what love is. I have figured out what love is. And then you realize things didn't go the way you expected, and just didn't work out. And then that's when honest comes in. Then you have to realize I was being blinded by the butterflies in my stomach. And that's when you have to be honest to yourself and to the person that you liked, that you would have led on. From honest, you learn to step back. You step back to see that love is kind of mysterious, and love is not all that it's cracked up to be. It's a lot harder than you think. And so you don't understand it. So you back up even more and just look at other examples of love. And for me, I looked at the example of my mom and dad and my grandmother and granddad, who loved us, all 7 of my siblings and me, and raised us. And I was just like, okay, yeah, obviously that's real love. So I understand what real love looks like, but how do I get there? And Heart in the Dark is where you're lost. You have family that loves you, or you have someone who loves you, you're learning from them, but there's something you need more. There's someone, you want someone close to you, like that is you, you know? And so take it slow is where you find that person. And you want to do it perfect. You want to do it perfect. You want to take it slow. You want to have this perfect relationship. So you do. And the song Sinking still shows that you can't make a perfect relationship because it's going to end. In the song, it says, I just wanted this one to last. Now I've lost my trust in love. You want to blame it on love. You want to blame love for being, but you're the one that can't make it perfect. So the album finally ends with shutting down. You're kind of sick of love. It hasn't worked for you. You haven't worked for it, really. And so you realize you still need to know way more about love before you even jump in again. So you're going to go in incognito mode and basically figure it out before you jump in. Or try to. There's going to be girls and guys that are just like, oh, he could be the one, or oh, she could be the one. But you've told yourself you're not going to do that. Because you need to shut down, slow down there, and figure it all out. And that's where Finding Its Definition ends. I think there's a reason why I put it in the imperfect clause, finding its definition, because by the end of the album, you haven't found the definition of love. The next album is called Making a Man Out of Fragments. And it's going to deal with more of a deeper relationship that breaks apart. And finally, the resolution that comes from that breaking apart of a terrible relationship. And that's what you gotta look forward to. Let me see. And that's the album that I'm working on now. I'm pretty excited about it. I hope this video has made you excited about it. But until then, thanks for joining.